Welcome to Mr. Wolf's village. Let's take a look around. Oh, everybody's out today. We've got the 3 little pigs just leaving school. And Mr. Wolf himself, he set up a new business selling sweet or savoury pancakes. Delicious. Wee Willie Winkle going into the post office. And Little Red Riding Hood, she's just bought some flowers for her poorly grandma. Who's that? Coming out of the greengrocer's is Mr. Fox, buying some nice fruit and vegetables. And did you know that Chicken Licken is actually a baker? He sells the most delicious cakes and bread. They are so delicious that people come from miles around, and it's really helped put Mr. Wolf's village on the map. Now, if you come and visit, you can also see some beautiful wildlife in the river which flows nearby. Got some fish and some ducks. And all the way over here is the Gingerbread Man. He lives in a nice big house with a tractor and a Ferrari. Now, I've got a story about the Gingerbread Man, which I'm going to tell. And this story doesn't have a happy ending. Oh no. But don't fear, because that's going to be our task today. We're going to ask at the end of the story, what if things were different? How could we turn this unhappy ending into a happy ending and solve the Gingerbread Man's problem? Okay? Here it goes. Once upon a time, there lived a gingerbread man. And he loved his garden and his house and the beautiful river. But one day, when he was playing by the river, he saw, look at that luscious green grass on the other side. Hang on a minute. Look at my grass. That grass is definitely greener. How can I get to the other side, he thinks. I want to go where the grass is greener. He thinks, and he does try really hard, but nothing's coming to him, so he thinks, I know, I will go and ask my nice, friendly neighbours. So, he hops into his Ferrari, and quick as a flash, he is at the baker's. Chicken Licken, how are you today? I'm trying to get to the other side where the grass is greener, but there's no way across. Can you help me? And Chicken Licken says, sorry, Gingerbread Man, I'm run off my feet. There's a cube miles long. You'll have to come back when I'm a bit freer. Oh, okay. So he tries his luck with the 3 little pigs. 3 little pigs. You're great at building. Well, one of you is. I'm trying to get to the other side of the river where the grass is greener, but there's no way across. Can you help me? Well, I used bricks, said the 3rd little pig, but I'm not sure building a brick house is going to help you. Bricks, though. Would bricks work? Could I find a way to build something with bricks to help you across? I'm not sure. Leave it with me, and maybe I will think of a solution, but in the meantime, you go and ask somebody else, okay? Okay. So, off he goes. He's feeling a bit hungry at the moment, so he decides to stop at Mr. Wolf's tea rooms for a nice savoury pancake. And over lunch, he has a little chinwag with Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf, have you seen that grass on the other side of the river? It is so green, I'd love to get there. Oh, Mr. Wolf thinks, I don't know how. Well, I'm quite good at making pancakes, But I don't think pancakes are going to help you across. I hope you find somebody who can help you. Okay, and off he goes to ask Wee Willie Winkle. Wee Willie Winkle, do you know how I could get across the river? I'm trying to find a way. Oh, sorry, Gingerbread Man. I'm not really sure. Maybe try Little Red Riding Hood. I've heard she's a great swimmer. Okay, so he goes and finds and talks to Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood, I've been told that you know a way, or that you've swam in the river. Do you think you could maybe teach me how I could swim across? Oh, no, said Little Red Riding Hood. That river is far too dangerous for you or I to swim across. The current, sometimes it flows really fast, and you have to watch out that you're not swept away. Oh, okay, says the Gingerbread Man. He tries the last person, the fox. Mr. Fox, I'm trying to get across to the other side where the grass is greener, but everybody I've asked hasn't thought of a way across. Could you help me? And Mr. Fox says, really? And he licks his lips. Interesting. Why, yes, I've got 4 legs, and they are great for swimming. Little Red Riding Hood can't go across the river, but I can. Why don't you hop on my back, and I will take you across? Great! Shouted the Gingerbread Man. Let's go! So, the fox and the Gingerbread Man make their way to the river. But the wind started to pick up speed. And the rain started to fall. Oh no, thought the Gingerbread Man and Mr. Fox. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you across. I know. Let's try, and I'm sure we'll make it. So, the wind actually started to ease up. The Gingerbread Man hopped onto the fox's back, and they set into the water. Mr. Fox lowered his tail into the water because the current was still really strong. More of Mr. Fox was becoming submerged by the water, when at the end it was only his head keeping him afloat. So the Gingerbread Man climbed onto Mr. Fox's head, but even that was becoming difficult to keep up. Mr. Wolf thought, there's nothing for it, I've got to... And he lifted his head up, opened his mouth, and snappity, 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 he gobbled up Mr. Gingerbread Man, to save himself really, and to make sure that he could get across safely. Oh no, thought Mr. Fox. Poor Gingerbread Man. Now, what if things were different? That's what we're going to think of. What if the Gingerbread Man had a way of crossing the river that meant that he didn't have to climb onto the fox's back, and they didn't have to put themselves in danger? What do you think we could do to help us cross this river? Now, what Mr. Heather has thought is that we could build a bridge. Did you think the same? You've noticed there is a boat in the river, but that boat is on the other side. So, from this side, they couldn't access the boat, so they still need a way of getting across. But the bridge that we build needs to be tall enough for the boat to pass underneath. The bridge needs to be strong enough that it can carry the gingerbread man in his Ferrari. The wind in Mr. Wolf's village is so powerful that they've actually built a windmill to harness the energy. But that's something we need to consider when we build our bridge, because if the wind is very strong, it needs to make sure it's strong enough to withstand the wind. And our bridge has also got to think about the water. What if it rains? What if parts of the bridge are in the river? We need to make sure that it is waterproof or doesn't rust by being in contact with water. So we've got the wind, the weight of the gingerbread man and his car, and the water. They're the three things that we've got to think about when we build our bridge. Okay? Your task for today is you've got until next week, is to find a bridge in our local area and take a photograph of it. Okay? Can you look and see what it's made from? Make sure you're with your grown-up, make sure you're being safe. But have a look to see, how has it been built? What's it been made from? How does it stand up to water, wind, and weight? Okay? Fantastic, everyone.